My name is Janniken Trumbo. I'm 31 years old and I'm from Norway, and I work at the birthing unit in Kutchlok in Pakistan. We do have a lot of women traveling from very, very far, and some of them been traveling for 5-6 hours in labor to reach our clinic. And some of them don't even aim for our clinic, but they don't get further than to us, and then they have to stop and deliver. The other day we had a woman coming from actually across the border in Afghanistan. She had a history of having eclamptic seizures after every delivery, and that's very, very serious, and it kills a lot of women. This time she wanted to get to the hospital in time before the delivery, but she didn't come further than to Kutchlok, so after about 4 hours drive, and she delivered in the car just outside the birthing unit. What happens if somebody kind of delivers in the car outside is that it's going to be a lot of shouting, and then we of course just grab our kit and gloves and everything and run out. Maybe me and another midwife, we will deliver in the back of the car, and all the crowd controllers, they will come out with big blankets that they will drape around the car, so nobody can see what's happening inside the car because of the woman's dignity and the strict culture. We will be in the dark in that car then, and just feel where's a baby and where's a woman and everything, and deliver the baby. So this woman, she delivered the baby in the back of the car, and we managed quite quickly after to get her into the birthing unit. And then we got a story about what normally happened, that she will deliver and everything will be fine, and within 20 minutes she will have eclamptic fits. So we were monitoring her closely, and yes, her blood pressure started to go quite high, so we gave her some medication to just stabilize it again. But then suddenly the families, the husband and the mother-in-law said that they wanted to leave, and we tried to explain that. But you told us from the previous history that it's about 2 hours after delivery that she will have eclamptic fits. Yeah, but it's fine now, so we want to go. And that's often where we find a struggle, is to make the family understand that they need to stay a little bit to make sure that this is safe and everything like that. Well, in the end we managed 3 hours, which is actually a new record for me. After 6 months there, that's the longest someone has stayed, and that was after bribing them with naan bread and rice and everything, because we thought she'd come so far that we won't, let it go now. And then, with even more negotiation skills from the male staff, we managed to send her to the hospital in Quetta. So that's one of the really good stories of actually how things can work in emergencies.